Hello, and thank you for having a look at this demonstration video for the staff absentee schedule. This will be the spreadsheet that you'll receive, obviously, once you've made your purchase. All you need to do is fill in the year of the spreadsheet. So what we suggest you do is actually keeping a blank copy of this, and every year using the save as function to create a new one. Then just obviously saving it as a different name. And you put the year in there. This obviously works for a calendar year, January through to December. Your company name will already be written in there once you purchase it. This will be locked to try and curb illegal distribution of the software. As we scroll down, this vacation will be locked. That needs to be vacation. You can change the code if you want to, but the description needs to be a vacation there. That's your annual vacation, your annual holidays that you get. These ones you can fill in whatever you want. You can change the descriptions, you can change the codes. As long as you keep the codes all to one letter, you'll see why in a second. But I've just put in some random ones here, like sick day, personal day, unpaid leave, absent for no reason, and other. You can fill in another two. You can fill those ones in as well. That'll give you the premise for your calendar, because you'll be selecting these codes, which you'll see in a minute or two. Then all you need to do, then what comes next is obviously filling in the vacation. So there's a vacation, sick day, personal day. This is just what you actually allow your staff. So if your staff, in general, I'm not talking about specific staff, I'm saying that the general rule is vacation 20 days. If you allow 8 sick days, 5 personal days, so on and so forth, you can see it absent with no reason. 0 days, that obviously is not tolerated. You don't want that. And if you had titles in here, you could put in there what the default number of days are and the maximum carryover vacation. So what are the maximum number of days a staff member can carry over from one year to the next as far as vacation is concerned. You put that in there, and again, these are just defaults. Down here, you're going to have a complete list of staff. So you can put the staff names in here. I've just thrown in a few names there just to show you how it works. You've got up to 20 staff that you can put in the names. You can put surnames in as well, as long as they fit in that block, that's fine. Vacation carried over. This is from the previous year. So how many days did they carry over? So you can see Sarah here has taken 1 extra day from last year, so she's got -1 days, whereas Richard's carrying over 5 days. Then these blocks, these are to override the default. So all these blank blocks here will take the default. So all these staff members will be using those figures up there. But because I've put 25 and 25 in there, that 25 and 25 for Rich and Wendy is going to override this 20. So you only need to put them in here if you're overriding the defaults. If it is the default that you want, just leave it blank. As we scroll down, here is a space where you can put in up to 20 bank holidays or public holidays. Some countries obviously have different public holidays. Sometimes they'll stay on the same date year to year. Other times they won't. Other times they'll change to be on the Monday. But you can just fill in the bank holiday dates and these 20 dates. And these will show up on the calendar once you obviously put them all in there. You don't have to put the year in here, just put the date. They'll list over here with the current year that you've selected above on the page, and you're able to see all the bank holidays for that year. If your company closes down for any length of period, I've put there for 2 periods. One of them, I mean, this one just as an example, I put over Christmas. So if you close over Christmas, and because we're obviously in England, people will close maybe in August over the summer holidays. So if you do close, you can put in up to 2 periods that your company actually closes. Whether you require the staff to take leave or whether it's given to them as an extra is immaterial. You just fill these dates in anyway, because at least it'll show up on the calendar. Just bear in mind, you don't want to put the first date of the holiday. You want to put the last date that they're in the office, because the actual holiday is taken between these 2 dates. So effectively from here, the holiday will start on the 24th of December and end on the 4th of January. So the 23rd is the last day they're in the office, and the 5th is the first day that they're in the office. And once all that has been filled in, all of this information that you put in here will be a once-off that you'd fill in at the beginning of the year. And once you've done that, that will in fact generate your calendar. Now this is what the calendar looks like. As you can see, I've already filled in some of them over here, but if you just scroll down and take a look at a month where I haven't filled in, there we go. There we go. August. That will be what your calendar will kind of look like, blank. You'll see obviously the Saturdays and Sundays are showing up in purple as weekends. There's the time that you're actually closing the company down, will be shown in blue, so this will be time when the company doors will be closed. If you obviously insist that everybody takes leave over that time, then all you can do is you can come in here. Here you can see all your codes. V, which we said was vacation. S was sick days. P was personal. U we had as unpaid leave. A was absent, that was without reason, and O was for other. And you'll see here they've each got a 1 or a 0.5. The 1 is for a full day, the 0.5 is for half a day. So if you do insist that your staff take leave over there, what you need to do is for each and every member of staff, you would have to go there and select V1. You can see it goes green, and you select V1, so on and so forth throughout all of those. Blue. If you don't insist that the staff take leave, and those are just extra days, then obviously you can just make sure that those are all blank throughout the day, because those are times when everyone's away. There, the 25th, you see there's a bank holiday or public holiday. It shows up in red. I just want to scroll down and show you one more thing, because we are in November at the moment. In November, there we go, 26th of November shows up in yellow. The current day will show up in yellow. So now let's just go back to the top of the page again, and I'll show you what's going on. Once you've filled in all these V1s, there you've got an S1, which was a sick day. There you've got a personal day. And let's just say, for argument's sake, Chris here on the Wednesday the 29th was left at lunchtime because he was ill. So you put sick 0.5, that'd be half a day, and you see there it'll change yellow. So as you select these, it'll change to the respective color that you've got up here. And there's the key, in case you're wondering what the codes were that you selected at the beginning. They're all down there. Now, if you scroll across here, this will give you a 2014 staff absentee calendar for your company. So this basically shows you each staff member and each different type of day that they could possibly have taken, and how many they've taken in that month. So in January, you can see obviously there's Chris's half day, the half sick day that we put in. So those will all be tallied up there. And obviously, as you scroll down, you'll go through each and every month of the year. It'll give you running totals of all of the different types of days and who's taken what. And finally, when you click on statistics, this is a whole page of fun. There are the different names of your staff members, each different day that they could have taken. It shows you how many they've taken in the entire year, how many they're allowed, how many they still have left to take, and this little chart, this little maroon color will fill up as you go along. So you can see this one, for argument's sake, just under halfway. So they've taken 8, they're allowed 13. When they hit their target, when they hit the total that they're allowed to take, this block will be colored in completely maroon. And if we scroll across, you'll be able to see it'll either say used if they're up to date. So these ones where you set absentee for no reason, you put in zeros, they're not allowed any, so they've already reached it, so it'll say used. These ones will all do the same, they'll change to used. And if someone goes over the limit, it'll say over, just like it is there. But this will obviously happen with all of these different categories of days. As we scroll down, we'll be able to see the other thing. There obviously totals at the bottom, and it shows you the total as to, if your staff have taken all their leave, and those are just basically company totals at the bottom. Scrolling down further, there you've got a graph for each and every person will appear on the graph, all the different colors, so you can see, okay, that's how much annual leave they've taken, that's how much sick days. There things flag up immediately. That red obviously with Chris, where he took 2 days off when we don't know where he was. That's obviously a bit of a concern, and that shows up all sorts of problems straight away. If we scroll down even further, we've got the same thing below here, but that is on a month-to-month basis. So it's a total for the company for each month. This is quite handy because you'll be able to see at the end of the year which months people took most of their leave on. You'll be able to see which months were popular months for leave, so you can obviously keep that in mind for the following year. Now, as we scroll back up here again, there are 2 more sheets. Obviously, bear in mind each of these kind of sections will print on a different sheet when you print it out. It's all laid out so that it'll print on a separate sheet. Staff names. Here we go. These are staff names that you've got, and these are the days that they're carrying over from a vacation point of view. That's why obviously we needed to have a vacation category, because you said we can carry over days. At the moment, they all stand to lose days at the end of the year. So the idea is, if you get closer to the end of the year and you say, hang on a second, you can then email Richard for argument's sake and say you've got 23 days of leave still due to you. You can only carry over 5, so you need to obviously take the other 18 days. And then the idea is to get all these to no, so that you know that no one's losing any leave because they've got too much left over at the end of the year. This here is a chart of all the different days. So you can see the majority of the days taken off is obviously annual leave, and this will probably normally be the case. This is a breakdown of all the other days. This is in total. It's not per staff member. It's for the entire company. So you can see obviously how big a deal sick days are. I did another chart just below this, which is exactly the same, except it's taken out the annual leave. So this one is just the extra days. It's not the actual annual leave days. So you can see sick days makes up half of all the other days that are taken off. This will show you exactly, kind of where you stand as far as which day is been a problem for your company. Here you've got all of the different names again, and these are the days off excluding vacation days. So you can see there, Chris is 4.5 days off. He's obviously the main culprit as far as taking days off other than vacation days. Here is, did they overstep any limits? And the reason why Chris says yes and the others say no was, if you remember, when we go back to the top again, all of these ones here where it says use and over, if anyone says over on any of these categories, that will show up as yes. So because Chris went over on the absent no reason, he took 2 days and his limit was 0, that will show up here as a yes. All the others are no, so there's no real alarm bells there. Yeah, everything on this page is automated. Nothing gets filled in on this entire sheet. All of these are automated. Everything on this tab is automated. You can't fill anything in. That's automatically generated. All you can really do is on your calendar, as we said, you can select these ones. So every day that you'll log on to this each and every day, and that day will be highlighted in yellow if it's today, and you'll be able to just fill in what each of the staff members are up to. And that is really your day-to-day kind of obligation, is just filling in each day what's happening. At the beginning of the year, you've got the setup, which was this page, and then each day just fill in as you go along what's happening as far as staff is concerned there, and everything else, all of these ones to the right, and everything on this tab is all automatically generated for you. So yes, if that interests you, and you found this video on YouTube, please go to the website. There'll be a link shortly which will take you to the website. Use the menu to navigate to the store, where you'll be able to find a PDF brochure of this product, and also a link where you can actually place an order for this product. If you're already on the store, then please do take advantage of the PDF brochure and also the link to purchase. And yes, I hope that this software helps your company as much as it's helped other people. I look forward to hearing from you. Thank you very much. Bye bye.